Hey, it's Kristen, and I wanted to say thank you for being interested in my May group and how we're going to break up the nutrition component and share with you a little bit more about making gains in May. I have to say that it's been about a year since I was introduced to this new idea of eating and connecting with food and understanding my relationship with food, whether it's good or bad, depending on the situations. And it stemmed from emotions, right? A lot of times we're emotional beings. And so our food and how we can see food can be intertwined into that from some of us. And so I know for myself, when I am overly stressed out or I feel like life is completely going out of control and I don't have any say in it, that's when I start to play around my food in a negative way of limiting foods and almost eliminating and like losing my appetite completely and going far below what I should. And so being able to have watched a lot of these videos to really pinpoint my triggers and kind of understand why things are happening and to know that I'm not the only one was the hugest thing to be able to get me set on a plan that I knew that I could continue on, that through the bad stuff, through some of the little blips and the speed bumps, I didn't have to feel like I failed or that I needed to start all over again. I had the tools in my toolbox to prepare myself and to know that I can keep going and not kind of fall through the cracks or derail. And so what this is, it's a very mindful kind of program. It's a nutrition plan that you don't have to pair it with physical fitness, but I always recommend daily movement of some sort that you love, that you look forward to. And what it entails is really honing in on the emotional aspect, really understanding why, what makes you tick, and how you see food. But then it's also taking a step back and being able to take a look and see after eating, how did that make you feel? Because a lot of times we don't necessarily track that. And being able to be mindful of that and take into consideration, okay, well, I kind of felt really had an upset stomach. So you can look and see what were the foods that you ate to maybe give you an upset stomach. Or maybe these ones you felt a little bit more energized versus these ones you felt more sluggish or you felt bloating. So when we can figure those out, you can really create your own. So what you're going to get when you purchase this is called 2B Mindset, and you're going to get your own tracker. And this is where you'll be able to actually put down day to day, how you felt, what you're eating, how much water, what was your me time, your self-care. Extra credit is your workout, your daily movement. Did you have a bowel movement? Yes or no? We have to talk about those kinds of things. And just really being able to recognize and acknowledge your current mindset. And by doing that every single day in this tracker, you'll start to see changes in habits, but then also being a little bit more in tune with everything. And you'll also get a nutrition guidebook as far as like cookbooks and recipes. Mine's in the kitchen right now. And that's really fantastic to have just because if you're getting started, you may not know where to get started. Another fundamental part of this too is it's called just learning how to plate your food. So that the presentation, like exactly, what you're looking for as far as food groups and how you should be seeing it. So it's very nice where it's not so strict where you have to measure food. It's giving you a little bit of flexibility, but you still have guidance in what it is that your food and the layout of your plate should look like. And the beauty of this is that I know, summer is coming, and that usually means schedules kind of slow down a little bit. There's a lot more events and parties and get-togethers, but yet we're going to be wearing less clothing or more opportunities to be in, sleeveless shirts, dresses, shorts, bathing suits. And I always had the hardest time of feeling like I needed to be on a more extreme diet so that I could keep that slender, slim fit look, since I'm going to be in, more revealing kind of clothes and in a bathing suit more often. But I felt like I was missing out, on those fun activities, and that I felt like I had to be on a diet all the time, so I couldn't enjoy some of the fun things, you know, like kids' birthday parties and enjoy a piece of birthday cake. You know, oh, it didn't fall in, oh, because I don't have that part of my meal plan, you know, I have to wait for another day to be able to do that. This, you don't have that. You have the flexibility. You can contain and sustain your weight and or the goals that you have. And so that, I feel like, is just the beauty of it, and takes so much pressure off, that you can still lose weight. Never mind what time of year it is, events, parties, whatever it is. You don't have to feel like you're going without. It's just a balance, and that's part of life, is finding that way of eating so that you never feel like you're on a diet. You never feel like you have to wait for Monday to start over again, and that you can continue this year round, year after year, and you're not depleting yourself of any vital nutrients and minerals and vitamins, and yet you're still able to feel really great in your body, look awesome in your clothes, and be confident. So some of the other things that you're going to get that I have been doing for 5 years and I can't go without is our Dense Nutrition. It's like fills the gaps of our daily nutrition. It's our Shakeology. Sometimes I'll alternate between this Barista Pack, which is a vegan one of all the different flavors, and then just get a bag of vegan chocolate. I like to just switch it up because sometimes I might be traveling, so I just need packets. Other times I just have the big bag and I keep it in my kitchen. But this really helps, and it's also really great if you want to start the vegan blend, just if you have dairy issues, which a lot of us are starting to have, especially a lot of us women past 35 are starting to notice that dairy affects us in a different way. So this is a great base. If not, we have regular whey version as well. Another amazing component to have if you want to choose a different option is like our Go-Go juice. This is what I live for. Every single morning, this is what I'm drinking before I work out. It just gives you that little oomph, that extra to be able to really push a little bit harder, to maintain that level of, you know, that high level. So you don't feel like you're dragging, but, you know, it's created by, you know, scientists. It is used by all the triathletes, you know. It's the one thing that's actually been approved that the triathletes are allowed to use throughout the triathlon. And so it just really helps to kind of increase your energy and endurance, sharpen your focus and reaction time. And it metabolizes really well through your system, so you're not going to feel that crash. You're not going to feel your heart feeling like it's about to explode out of your chest. And that's the best part. And so you're not going to have like that effect in your body where you know something's in there and you're like, oh, it's not like that. It's just a real subtle, just like, oh, we got a little extra fire in our giddy up. And then my go-to after I work out is our Beachbody Performance. This is our Recover. It really helps to repair our muscles, that reduced, you know, delayed onset. You know how you always feel sore a day or two? This is really going to help combat it. It's not going to erase it, but it's going to make a little bit less so that you can come the next day and push just as hard, and the next day and the next day. This, I would say, is by far like my go-to. And I even recommend this too if you naturally have kind of like aches and pains and soreness just from, you know, unfortunately we're getting older. This is a go-to. I have my boyfriend drink this, and I have a really close friend of mine, and he drinks this too. After a hard day's work, because of labor work, where you're on your feet, constantly going, lifting and stuff like that, this is a really awesome thing to have at the end of the day. And it's chocolate, but I'm super excited. And in like 2 weeks, we're gonna have the vegan formula. So that'll be super awesome for all of us that have dairy issues. We can be vegan across the board. So these are just some really basic tools that you can have in your toolkit when you place your order, just so that you can make sure that you don't ever have to feel like you're falling through the cracks, having to start all over again. So I really welcome you guys to our May group. We're going to be doing this for a few weeks so that when, you know, end of summer and school starts back up in August and September, we feel like we don't have to start all over. We can just keep pushing through.